Hello everybody, this is Zerda with the Zerda MTG, and I'm back at it again with the rest of that draft video from yesterday. So, without further ado, well I suppose with further ado, I'll just quickly glance over the deck in case you didn't want to see the drafting portion but want to know what we're doing. And that is poorly. We have a couple creatures with flying, but barely any payoffs. We have a Lofty Denial, I suppose. We have Tide Skimmer, which could be fairly powerful. And we have Warded Bastions as a way to block, but also keep our Pegasuses relevant. And let's go ahead and jump on in. Blue-White Flyers might not be the most synergy-driven deck in this draft format, but few more synergies wouldn't have hurt. Alright. And I'll be recording however many... I suppose you only get 3 games, so 3 matches then. As long as that doesn't start to run me over the 2-hour mark. Alright. And there we go. First opponent found. Nice little Fibblethip avatar they got there. And they're named Wander. Very apt. Alright, opponent goes first. I like this curve of, well, 2-drop into 3-drop. And Lofty Denial doesn't seem the worst. Play an island in case I draw another one, although I doubt I'm gonna want to drop Baron next turn. Eliminate already? Oh. I'd have waited to see the 3, but I suppose they've got a curve planned out. Yeah, I'll drop the Minstrel Singer, because that one comes back, so I don't exactly want to just block it. Well, I don't think blocking is going to favor me here. Alright, another 3-power creature. Not what I like to see right now. 1 less would have been ideal. Let's see. If that wasn't other, that would be a nice draw engine, but as it stands, I think I'll play Makeshift Battalion and swing in for 2 with plans on potentially blocking with the battalion. Saving the Baron for blocking something a little bit bigger. Or I should say bouncing something a little bigger. Like if they play a 4-drop. I'll trade for 1 card in their hand. It doesn't trade mana-wise, but it does trade even on cards. Eliminate. And with Demonic Embrace, that card is scary. Let's go ahead and drop another Makeshift Battalion. We're 100% on the back foot right now. Not entirely sure what we're going to want to happen. Okay. I will offer the trade here. Go. Traded even on cards at least and took something more valuable out of their hand, even if we'd obviously rather not have. Bounce the ghoul. We might still just take 6 here. I could easily see them just demonic embracing instead of playing the ghoul back out. But if given the opportunity, we will once again throw our card straight in front of them. Alas, we are not. So we need something now, or we're very, very much on the back foot. Alright, not attacking doesn't win us the game, so here we go. Just hoping for a pre-combat spell of some kind to Lofty Denial. Alas, it does not appear so. And that's only going to be counter unless they pay 1, right? Yep. For shame. And that'll be it unless this, nope, does not have reach. Probably shouldn't have shown him that, actually. Was thinking of completing my dailies when I cast it. But I forgot this is best of 3. So, cards I'm likely to want. I don't think any. Well, I mean, if I was had enough to actually go into black. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, because Karavik the Spiteful seems very good against multiple creatures. 4, 5. Yeah. I think we drop the blue. And go into black. Not the most graceful of plans, obviously, but hey, you do what you've got to do. Trying to remember, there we go. Swamps, please. Let's see, suggest, yep. Don't think I want any more than that. Alright, let's get going. I think this is worth it because it's going to be very, very hard for us to beat anything indestructible, and Karavik actually gives us a shot at that. It gives us a chance to win the long game. Alright, so I think I like this hand. I think it gives us a chance to get in aggressive. And if we get a nice board out, Solidarity will be pretty nice. Just need to draw land, preferably a swamp. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but not the worst either, as long as I draw land right now. Alright. Yeah, it needs to be attacking creatures. I guess I'll play Enforcer to keep them back. Now on my turn I get to play Makeshift Battalion, and when I attack it'll actually grow. Oof. Dies into a 1/1? Yes. Alright, so Makeshift Battalion time. One more land and we get to go warded battlements into Solidarity. That one hurts a little. No blocks. Take our beats that turn. Kind of feel like deploying Crypt Lurker is best. I'll discard the 2nd Battalion because it requires I go all in to make it good. Discard. Looking for Karavik. No attacks here. And I should have their offense cut off for the time being. At least for one turn. Alright, sacrifice. Not a zombie, I imagine. No. Warded battlements. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. So their attack isn't lethal. And do I want to Solidarity already? 3 in the air. I think so. Because at least anything that blocks except for the Hollow Blade I kill. Let's see, that's right, attacking creatures, good. Alright, let's see. I'm happy with that order. And yeah, I'm gonna kill their Crypt Lurker. So I trade up on cards here even if it doesn't feel the best. And they can't attack with their Hollow Blade. So I consider that a win. Okay. Maybe I should have waited to deploy the Devotee and get value out of the trades. Definitely something I should have considered. That's whenever it attacks. If it attacks, it dies. I'll just continue to get in the air. Three damage a turn is nothing to scoff at. Go ahead and just block the Walking Corpse. Now I've got to sit back. Do I? No. I continue to get in. Because... yeah. Need to kill them before they do anything too crazy here. And Walking Corpse should be able to hold them back, as long as nothing goes wrong. Demonic Embrace, obviously, notwithstanding. Okay. Definitely got a good sacrifice theme going on. Alright, go ahead and dub the Pegasus a knight. Oof. And that's why you don't play those if you can avoid it. Gotta hope to draw the Karavik. Gotta hope to draw something better than the Karavik now. Give me some removal. It's not better. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's death. Swing in and accept my fate. Okay, Demonic Embrace is really hard to beat, but my opponent also had a lot of removal, which is pretty valuable as well. Alright, moving on to the next one, see what we can do there. The other thing to note there is that Synergy will beat, you know, individual cards. Of course, my opponent had better on both ends. They're a little bit more skilled at this draft thing than I am. I'm gonna hazard a guess at. Let's go ahead and hope we get our next opponent soon. Alright. Gumnuts 95. Alright. Could use a 3-drop, but I have a turn 3 play anyway. Got enough lands to play all my spells. So hopefully I don't draw any more of those, eh? There we go. Island. Another black-white deck. Anwar Visionary. Alright, things could go scary wrong here. Is that other? No. Then I will offer the trade, because I don't want my opponent ramping anything out. They don't take the bait, which is honestly to be expected. Play the Pegasus, even though it's less mana efficient. It does A, allow us to continue getting in, and B, mean that Tide Skimmer lets us start drawing cards a little bit sooner. And one extra card. So they could have a combat trick, but if they do, I don't mind them using it here. And more importantly, they just make this attack no matter what if they don't have a use for the mana. Alright. You have used your combat trick on a 2-mana creature. I am perfectly fine with this. Card would be a lot scarier if it was gonna happen later. Now I'm torn. Do I attack for 4 and draw a card, or do I deploy my Valorous Steed? I think opponent in action settles it for me. I want to try and get an extra card. I'm not under as much pressure here, so I want to try and get card advantage while I can, I feel. Next turn, I will deploy more to the board. Be that deploying the steed, or flying, but also casting a dub. Which I think is what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to deploy dub and fly. Excellent. So Valorous Steed plus Solidarity is going to be a decent amount of damage here. And swinging. And unless our opponent has something absurd here, Shipwreck Dowser into Solidarity again is probably going to be enough to seal this up. Especially because I can fly all of my creatures. Or no, I guess I can only fly 2. 2 mana off of all of them. I'm gonna make the play that doesn't win this turn, as assuredly, but puts us in the strongest position if something goes wrong. Because I feel if we get blown out there, then our opponent can use the time to buy themselves the tempo, and I'd rather just not give them that time if at all possible. But I didn't see any reason to transfer into another color. See any flyers? We'll just run it back like this. If I'd seen even a single flyer, I'd have played the 1 mana green edict for them, but alas, run afoul is not going to be very good in this matchup from what I saw. See if we can steal another game here. Opponent is sideboarding heavily, it looks like. That can be quite problematic for us, because now we don't know if we're playing against the same deck, or if they did to us what we did to our last opponent and juke us on the colors they're playing. Maybe now they're a highly aggressive mono-red deck and we're just going to be caught completely off guard. Alright, I like it. Can cast everything in our hand, have a curve from 1 all the way up to 3. And deploy. Conclave Mentor, that card is pretty good. Hopefully they don't have any makeshift battalions to go with it. Don't need a first attack 3-drop to become 5 power suddenly. It seems like it would be quite horrifying. Alright. Instead, a little bit of ramp. No attacks. I'm gonna equip. I don't trust what my opponent's doing here. And I'm gonna stand back on the Pegasus to hold them back. Just hold up Lofty Denial for a turn. Maybe 2 if I draw another land. Fierce Empath. I don't want them finding something big. I suppose I should have just countered the big thing, but alas, my mistake. Checking rarities of things so I know what I should look out for. They could Death Touch. I would be very happy if they used it here. Absolutely. You go for it, opponent. I will now makeshift battalion. Add a counter. Or I should say, equip up. That's not adding a counter. Are they 5 color? And they hit all of them? Impressive. Are they shrines, maybe? I honestly can't say that I know. Let's see. So 4, I could kill it. If I hit for 5, I could take down both of their creatures. I have to play around basically any combat trick in the set. Let's make it a little bigger then. Play around no combat trick, since playing around combat trick is going to be nigh impossible. Turn to slag also destroys the equipment. Unexpected. I mean, it's a good removal spell in red, so I suppose it should be expected, but hey, I've told you before, I'm not good at this draft thing. Alright, they kept on top. That's heavily concerning. Oh, was that an accident? Block the door. Suppose Silent Dart and pass the turn. I could play the Baron, but I'd rather be able to kill the Mentor. And then buy myself a turn from whatever they drew. And let's see what they do. We're thinking. We'll take 1 again. Alright, so whatever they kept is going to be easy enough to kill, I suppose, because they didn't play it into the... Alright. So I'm going to play Staunch Defender, bounce Staunch Defender, play Staunch Defender so I can draw a card. There we go. Pegasus is going to be nice. Ah, I see. How many? Enclave and Fierce Empath. The Empath is definitely a lot scarier. And all attack. Both get blocked, nothing happens, but hey, do what you can. I'll allow the Empath to do its thing. Mostly because I just want to, oh, is it without paying the mana cost? Nice. Alright. Mostly because I don't want them to just draw into what they would tutor anyway and then kill us with that. Alright, and that is... Alright. Spined Megalodon. That is fine. Especially because they don't even have the mana to deploy it. Let's see. Alright. That attack seems fine to me. They can hit us back for less than we're about to hit them, and we're at a higher life total. Next turn, I suppose the... Oh! Alright, so they are shrines. That's a problem. Well, I suppose we're not gonna win this if that resolves, and they just start getting all the shrines out. Alright, if this goes to game 3, we're 100% bringing in the dog that blows up artifacts and enchantments. We now no longer have an answer to that Megalodon, so we're gonna get aggressive here. At least as aggressive as we can. Which means attacking exactly like we were going to anyway. And hoping our opponent's, let's call it ambitious mana base, ends up hurting them. They can't have more than 3 or 4 blue sources, right? And they've already got one. That doesn't attack. Everything else will trade with anything. Well, trade with anything that would require a trade, I should say. A lot of things don't get past the walls. Opponent thinking long and hard about these blocks. Could use our merfolk that returns an instant or sorcery. Yeah, we'll get rid of that instead of the Fierce Empath. Completely fine with putting the board back to near stalemate. Because if we don't get in, we're not going to win. Opponent debating on what to do. It's good for us, it means they don't have another island. In the tank again. That could be bad, or it could mean they have nothing and they're trying to think if attacking here benefits them. Alright, Truffle Snout, probably about to be a 4/4. Which means it's something we will safely ignore. at least for the time being. And proceed to just hit them for 2 in the air. Thinking, I don't believe we have any card draw, so we're just going to pass the turn here. If we had card draw, then we'd play the land so that we could double spell more easily. Alright, opponent has double white now. Hopefully nothing big comes off of that. Excellent. No removal, please. Removal would be very bad. Alright, 2-turn clock. They have next turn to find an answer to our game. Island is no longer good enough. Alright. I'm pretty sure that means we just win. We will block the empath, but not with anything valuable. Play a battlement in case they can gain some middling amount of life. We want to force through as much damage as we can. Hit for 5 in the air. And hooray! We are able to win some matches. If our opponent decides to be very, very greedy. Or try and have fun. I guess they did have Sanctum of All. That is a rather interesting card to try and build around. Not entirely sure it'll win you many games, though. Alright, and we get one more game. Let's see if we can get that 4 packs and 1,000 gems instead of having overpaid for a couple of packs here. Alright. Oh, absolutely take the play, please. No curve, no blue mana, low on lands. I think that's just a definitive mull. Not a good hand, but it's only getting worse if we go any lower. I'll get rid of one of the battlements. Although I do like them in multiples more than just having one. It's not exactly the best of cards. Next turn I'll play the battlement. Hopefully I draw another land and get to deploy an on-curve skimmer. And draw a way out of this. Uh-oh. Our opponent is ramping. Some debate there on if I should have played Baron. I think I just want to advance my own game state before I delay theirs for a turn for no real advantage. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to bounce their Palladium Mirror right now. I'd rather bounce whatever 5 or 6 drop they're gonna play. So let's see exactly what's about to happen to us. Primal Knight. Okay. No blocks. We're still attacking for more than that, though. And I think Legion's Judgment changes... No. I think I attack with all. Play Baron, bounce my Pegasus, play my Pegasus. Essentially turning Baron into a card draw spell instead of a tempo play. confident in doing that only because of Legion's Judgment. And of course they have to go and play a card with 1/2 power for me to do anything about it. 1 too few power. The Pegasus. Hit for 1. My synergy engine is already down, but so be it. Only have 1 flyer's payoff as a reminder, and not having it is gonna hurt. Palladium Myrrh, yeah, that's fine. Do that all you want, opponent. Go ahead and tap the Crypt Lurker. I'm gonna do it at some point anyway, might as well make it now. Deploy a creature. Double swing. I am fine with preventing 1 damage drawing a card being your play. Okay. I'll admit that one does hurt. It's kind of relying on that tapper to keep myself ahead. At least Legion's Judgment is online now, though. Put him to 3. And that should be lethal next turn unless they have something big. And it has to be something big that doesn't just get Lofty denied. Alright. Now just gotta do that one more time. Seeing they are playing Palladium Myrrh, I will play the Rambunctious Might. Oh, what else did I add when I wasn't looking? Rookie mistake, indeed. Okay. Seems there, as a ramp deck, I feel this might almost be worth it. It'll still be 5 mana to tap 1 creature, given it is my only shrine. I feel that's worth it. If they're playing Palladium Myrrh, I'm kind of concerned about what their top end might be, and if I can get ahead early, and just start applying some pressure, then that should be all I really need to do. Is tap down their Colossal Dreadmaw, whatever it might be. Take out the Silent Dart. And trying to think, potentially the Dub. I think, and the Staunch Shieldmate, yeah. I know I've raised my curve here against a ramp deck, but I've also taken out cards that are unlikely to be as impactful against them. Well, I've definitely seen better hands, but 2-drop, 3-drop, and enough lands to play basically anything is not a hand I'm about to ship. Really need whatever land I draw next to be a island. Doesn't need to be immediately though. The island, just in case I'm wrong. Now if I draw another island and they drop a Palladium Myrrh, alright, there's Run Afoul. So if they drop a Palladium Myrrh, I will just Baron it if I draw the island. I don't draw the island, and so I don't do that. Instead I Makeshift Battalion and hope that nothing they do is too scary. Alright, they have 6 mana here. Grasp of Darkness, okay, that's fine. play Celestial Enforcer. Now I can play Pegasus and use Enforcer in the same turn. Opponent is very removal heavy. That's going to be a concern. Alright. Anything to get back? I don't believe so. Therefore, Baron bounce. Deploy. Could really go for something I can get back with the Shipwreck Dowser. I'll 100% trade there. Take them off of Dreadmaw mana. Okay. Guess I'll play a no-value Dowser and hit them in the air for 1. Only really playing it because it trades for their 7/3. Okay. Absolutely taking that trade. Really hoping. Okay, good. They didn't have anything to follow it up. No combat trick, I mean. Well, not blocking those. Need to draw non-lands now, though. There we go. I can trade one of them. I'm taking 4, they're taking 3. I'm at a lower life total. They have bigger threats. That means I need this game to be shorter, so I have to hope I win the race. But not like that. Not until both can attack. Because let's see, 17, yeah, that doesn't change the clock either way. Hold on to what's in my hand. Let's see. Yeah, I think I've gotta... I need this game to be shorter, but at the same time I can't just sit here and take 4 for a few turns. And now Pegasus will block the zombie. Uh-oh. Alright. Take note of what they're playing. Yeah, I really don't think I've got any shot now that they've got a 7/5. Let's see. It's a lot of removal. Block, block, go to 3. It's Legion's Judgment or I lose here, I believe. And even then I might still. Yeah, Solidarity doesn't in fact do it. So let's not show it to them. Alright, we had one where we lost 0-2, one where we won 2-0. Now it looks like we're going to have one that hopefully we end up on the winning side of here as a 2-1. And I'll keep it like this. Some temptation to add the 1-drop back in for on-the-play curve-out considerations. I think it's worth it because we have plenty of ways to turn it into a 2-3, which is actually pretty relevant for 1 mana. Be a 2-drop I'd play, so... Yeah, this one I don't think is going to cut it. 5 lands on the play? Absolutely not. Okay. Risky. Gonna keep... Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Rambunctious Mutt. I think card advantage to get back, or a way to get back card advantage potentially is gonna be pretty relevant, even if it is only killing a ramp creature. An island in case we draw Baron. Makeshift battalion time. Caged zombie. We will, do we go and offer the trade on that? Yeah, we offer the trade. Don't need them using it to start pinging us down. Right, so that's really unfortunate, because that's only gonna be big enough to be killed by our sorcery speed removal on their turn. And I'd rather like to make sure that creature isn't in play to attack as a 4 or 5 every turn. And what do they play now? Alright, something that absolutely must go. And since we're not about to walk and just lose our creature, we will go ahead and get in, even if it is a losing race. Worst thing you can do with your creatures is nothing. If it's not deterring them, and it's not getting in there, then what are you really doing with it? No block. Now I'm gonna start holding this back. Let's see though. What am I gonna use it to kill? The flyer or the ramp? I think the flyer. It's weird, but a 1/1 flyer is much more relevant right now. Alright. So right now we can kill their Barrowfist Oak as long as they don't draw another card. And we'd only lose one of our creatures. Burrowfist, not Barrowfist. Alright, well there was no beating that. So here, block with the makeshift battalion, because we're not about to take 8. That drops us to dead to basically anything life, and as you can imagine, that's not where we want to be. Excellent. We can at least counter anything big that happens this turn. Still like to draw anything to deal with that oak. No block. Play short sword. Equip, I suppose, to our enforcer. Attack for 4, but as you can imagine, I don't think that's going to do me very much. Might lose me the game, but it's not going to do anything I want. I'm gonna take this, because I only prevent the same amount of damage next turn anyway. Very glad there was no village rights there that I'd have to counter. Well, I'm gonna lose it anyway. Excellent, now I can start turning this around. Equip. It's not going to be fast. It's by no means going to be fast. But at least right now attacking doesn't kill me. Need another creature now. And we lose. So, we'll give one last hurrah with a very sad all-out attack. The opponent recognizes it for what it is, and we take lethal right now. And we desperately needed that to be something that could actually deal with the Raptor. Not sure there was such a card in our deck, but it's what we needed. And there you have it. A person who doesn't know how to draft shows you what not to do. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do remember to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And I will see you all next time. So, till then, enjoy. And actually, I lied there. One last thing. Please do remember to sign in for my set review in the next episode. Should be up sometime either tomorrow or the day after, depending on if the editing software decides to actually cooperate or not. See you then.